Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new session, Tend to Your Nervous System. Today is our fourth session already, and I find it amazing to come back here every week and to practice together, connecting to our bodies and connecting to ourselves. And the idea really behind nervous system regulation, and I understand that this word has become really fashionable, trendy. And it's a good thing because it means that there's more awareness around the nervous system. But also, I find that, like with everything, every time a word becomes used and overused, we tend to forget its meaning or really, what it means really to have a nervous system. It means to be human, and what it means to regulate. And I touched a little bit about it. I touched on it, sorry, last week and the weeks before, saying that our body, our nervous system, is never working against us. It's always there to serve us. And so your nervous system is not a problem. It's not something that you need to solve. We are humans who have feelings, sensations, and we are in a relationship, in a communication with the world, with other people. And in this interaction from within to without, to outside of us, we are sometimes going to feel agitated, activated, and that is just normal, is completely normal to not be regulated all the time, right? So, not to go into too much details, but just as a reminder of polyvagal theory, there are three states of the nervous system. The first state is rest and restore. I like it. I like the image of the otter, because when you are in that state, you are ready. You're regulated. You're centered. You are ready to be creative, to interact with your peers. It's the image of the otter, being on the river and just letting itself float. So this is regulation, right? Then the second state is when you are activated, so you're in survival mode, so it's fight or flight or fawn or freeze. And I like the image of being like a fish in a little bowl. You're suffocating. So when you're suffocating because there's not enough space, you're really trying to survive, right? So your nervous system here is helping you to find solutions to the current situation that makes you feel threatened. And it doesn't matter if it's a real threat or like real physical threat, or a threat to your integrity, a threat to your ego. It doesn't matter. We need to survive, so we're going to find the resources, the capacity to fight or to run away or whatever. But that is why we are then activated. And the third state is the dorsal mode, and that's when you have been staying in survival for too long. Then you have this loss of energy, and that's typically when you are burnout or already entering a stage of depression, where you have this kind of apathy, there's no energy. And so it's like the opposite, the idea of the opposite, that okay, the threat has been there for so long, the opposite reacts right away by freezing. But I just like the idea of okay, now the body says, no, I can't deal with this anymore, I cannot go on like this anymore, and forces you to rest. And I think most of the time when we are if you've experienced burnout, this is what it's about. So why it's important to know this, because it's important to first become aware of which state you are in, and that is and to understand how it works, because sometimes we just go on with our days, we go on with our tasks, we do things, we have to do lots of things, and so we don't stop to really arrive in the body and to let ourselves, have this interoception, this perception, internal perception of ourselves. What state am I in? Am I in my center? Do I feel ready to engage, to create? Or is there a perceived threat that makes me already be tense somehow? And because we are, facing lots of different events and activities and responsibilities, like I was saying earlier, there is this disconnect from the body, right? And when we come back into it, it's often because the body is speaking and saying, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I have pain, things like that. But if we take a moment right now to just let yourself arrive and settle in your own body. And we're not going to ask, like, what are you feeling? Are you sad or angry, whatever? This is a really good exercise, but we're not doing it right now. Right now, we're asking, what state am I in? Do I feel depleted and nothing matters, or I don't really care? Do I feel calm and grounded and quite positive? Maybe even a bit excited? Or do I feel a bit activated, agitated? Is that maybe something today that has been bothering me, or something that comes next after the session that is worrying me or is threatening me in some way? And you just can feel within your body if you feel some, I touch here because for me it shows up typically in my stomach, but maybe it's in your neck for you or in other areas. I feel tense, there is some tension there. Okay, so there's a perceived threat. And maybe we don't need to completely understand what is the perceived threat and to journal about it for a long time. I mean, I love journaling, but it's also important to live the emotion without trying to always debate with it all the time. And this is what this session, or what these sessions have been. And we may go to something more cognitive, in the future, but coming back to the body is really the first step to understanding where you are right now, and not seeing like I just realized myself, I'm a bit agitated. I'm a bit agitated, a bit tense, let's say. And that's okay. I'm just noticing without judgment, without trying to change it, just welcoming whatever is. And once you have that awareness of the state that you're in right now, we're going to do some exercises to restore safety inside your body. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to press on our limbs. And this is literally to feel the limits of your body, right? It doesn't matter if you're wearing something. I'm a bit cold. It's hot outside, but inside is cold. So you're just going to press a pressure on your arm, like you would, not to hurt yourself, but like you would, hold a friend when you're just happy to see them, And this is what we do there, is becoming aware again of the boundaries of our body. And I use the word boundary on purpose, intentionally, because when you recognize that these are the boundaries of your body, within this body, you are safe, and nobody can come inside and do whatever and threaten you, right? It is safe to be within these boundaries. And it's a really good activation as well of your fascia. So just press gently. We can do it here on the neck. Just hold your head, your ears. On the sides. And please practice with me, not just looking at me, right? There would be no sense in that. Can do it on the legs. On your feet. Take your time with it. And the other leg. Just pressing, reconnecting with your body, recognizing these are the limits of my body. Now, another practice I really love is self-massaging, since we were already pressing. And you can choose a specific part of your body or decide you're going to work with the neck because maybe you have a bit of tension there, or with the hands. And we're just going to take the time to massage, to really give yourself some tender, loving care. Your little fingers, little movements. It's a gentle attention, gentle activation. And make sure at the same time that you're releasing tensions in your breath. If you were, sometimes we're holding our breath, we don't even realize that we are not breathing. So make sure that your belly is relaxed and your breath is relaxed. You don't need to hold your belly in, nobody's watching you. I mean, you're watching me, but I'm wearing black, so it's okay. And then the other hand, I'm doing my hands, but you could be doing your neck, right? Or your feet. Our first session, we did our feet with I was using some magnolia oil. An area of the body where we often hold tension is also in the jaws. So I'm going to go massage there next. Feel free to do the same thing. Gentle pressure. And if you're watching me and not doing it because you're shy or something, just try. I know, because I often watch things and I'm like, oh, I will do it later. No, do it now. Let's do it together. Even if you caught the live a bit late, it's fine. It's just even 5 minutes is good enough. And then maybe on the eyebrows. I'm wearing big glasses, but that feels good. Okay. And now we're going to do a breathing exercise. We're going to do pranayama. We did it last week. So if you were there last week, you already know. If you weren't there last week, it's fine. So the idea is to breathe in from one nostril. So we're going to block the opposite one. We're going to breathe in from one nostril and breathe out through the other. And then breathe in to that one, hold, and breathe out through the next. So it's really this movement from left to right, right to left, right? And the moment that we shift the nostrils is when your lungs are full of air. Okay, we're just going to do it 10 times, not a long exercise. Okay, so we're just gonna, you can do it like this, you can do it like this. I'm gonna do like this because it shows better. Okay, so I'm gonna breathe in through that nostril and blocking this one. Hold, shift, exhale. Inhale, this side. hold, shift, exhale the other side. And I let you do it at your own rhythm. One more time. And when you've finished exhaling, just let go of your hands and breathe normally. And notice the sensations now when you gain access to both nostrils. How different it is. And as we are here, I'm going to lead you to a short visualization. Close your eyes if you haven't yet. And I invite you to remember of a place where you've been that makes you immediately feel at peace. Maybe it's a special place in your house, maybe it's a special place in the world, maybe it's a place you've traveled to, or a place where you spent good times as a child, as a grown-up. Just the first peaceful place that comes to mind. I'm going to travel back to that place right now. And as you travel back, I'm going to connect to your senses in that memory. So notice the light, the colors that are present, maybe the smells, the temperature on your skin. Notice the things that you can see around yourself in this place. and let the feelings of peace and well-being land and travel inside your body. And let yourself smile. You can call this your safe place. And you can always get back to it. Sorry. You can always get back to this safe place at any time. It's one of your resources, something you can get back to if you're feeling a bit stressed, or, I speak, my audience is mostly made of highly sensitive women in business. And when you're an online entrepreneur, there are many things that can be difficult, especially around visibility or collaborating, or putting your voice out there. And so reconnecting to this safe place, this secret safe place, is a great way to reconnect to these emotions of peace and centeredness that can then enable you to do what you need to do, or grow your capacity around that. And our last exercise for right now, just talking about the topic of communication and putting your voice out there, is to do with voice. So I invite you to place a hand on your chest, and we're going to chant rather. It's an actual song that is, I think, I don't even remember where I found this song, but it comes to me all the time when I try to regulate. So I'll make sure to link to it in the replay of this live. I'm going to breathe in, and we're going to sing the sentence, I am surrounded by love. That's all. All right. So you're going to, of course, listen to me sing. And then it's always the same notes and always the same words. So if you can, I invite you to do it as well. Don't worry. It's not about performance. It's not about singing at the top of your lungs. It's more about this meditative repetition. And then the idea is also to feel with your hand inside, like how it feels inside of your chest, to the vibrations of your voice. You reconnect with your voice. Okay, let's do it. Breathe in. I am surrounded by love. 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 And we're going to take a final deep breath together. And let it go. And then stretch if you need to. I think we always need to And maybe yawn. We can always force yawn as well. Pretend yawn, it works. It's really good for your nervous system there. And that's it for today. I hope that you've had a pleasant practice. It's been pleasant for me to lead it. I feel much more regulated than when I came in. I hope that's the case for you too. If you liked it, please share it with your friends and send me a little comment or something. It always makes my day to know that I've helped someone. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day and beautiful rest of your week. Bye.